What's going on, everybody? Jason back in the basement doing a voiceover. So my family and I we recently went on a trip to Vancouver and Seattle. So we did a two-city trip. It was the first time we've done something like this before. Usually we just go one place and that's it. But this time we decided to do a two-city trip, and we had a great time. And so, from a photography perspective, I decided to take the uh, Sigma 18 to 50 millimeter f2.8 Fuji mount with my Fuji X-S10, and that was my primary camera and lens setup. And then I brought my XT10 and my Viltrox 28 millimeter pancake lens, cookie lens with me. So it was a great one-two punch. Also threw in some fisheye 7 Artisans 7.5 millimeter lens. But the main meat of this story is really about the Sigma lens. The versatility of 18 to 50, which is a 28 to 75 or 27 to 75 with a constant f2.8, was just great to use. Gave me everything that I would really need, because I'm really more of a 35-85 kind of guy at heart. But I do have an appreciation for the 28 to 50 and the 40 millimeter. So having an 18 to 50 kind of constant was, right up my wheelhouse. And to be honest, this was the first time that I actually traveled with a zoom lens, because usually I take primes, and my 18 f2 prime or my 27 2.8 prime would be my 1-2 punch, and I still prefer that in most cases because it keeps the size down. Not that the Sigma is a big lens, but it does protrude, and when you carry it, you do have this longer barrel. But it is the most compact zoom you're ever gonna find, especially with a constant 2.8. And it's a perfect pair for the XS10 because it has image stabilization built into the body of the XS10, and because the XS10 has the traditional dials with the PASM dial. I wouldn't say traditional, but I'd say the modern dials actually. The PASM dial, you're not looking for an aperture ring on the 18 to 50, whereas when I put the 18 to 50 on my XT2 or my XH1, you kind of miss that aperture ring being on there. But you don't miss it on the XS10 because it's not designed that way, right? So as you can see in the slideshow, I got a lot of good results. These are all edited. So you know I shot in JPEG and RAW. I say in most cases the JPEGs were fine, but I did decide for some photos that it needed a little punch. So very minimal editing. A lot of times all I did was a little contrast, a little, you know, maybe pop a color here and there, bring the shadows out. Because when you're running and gunning on vacation, you're not really, concentrating on those little details for each shot. I'm really just trying to grab as many good moments as possible. So Vancouver, out of the two cities, Vancouver and Seattle, I think we liked Vancouver the most. We were surprised about, we came at a great time. It was pretty warm, and it was a lot to do there. The food was great. I think that's one of the highlights, is that we got some really good food. The restaurants, and it's a very scenic place. Particularly where we stayed in the downtown, metro area, and we got to see the town. And I would definitely go back. Seattle definitely is a good city too. We had some of the best Italian food in Seattle. Barolo, my goodness, the food was excellent. So definitely check it out. Definitely a place for you to visit if you like Italian food. And you had the place all to ourselves in the daytime. But yeah, the Sigma really shined on this trip. I'm really happy I brought it. And this will be a lens that I bring on travels, more going forward. So see y'all in the next one, and hope you enjoy the photos. Peace.